Okay, in this video I'm going to be talking about the shooting in Arizona. Now let me first off by saying, yes, it's a tragedy and people were killed and it's horrible and should never happen. And my stance is that violence is stupid. It doesn't really accomplish anything. As far as I'm concerned, right as soon as you pull the trigger, if you have to pull the trigger, you've already lost. That's my philosophy. Have to pull the trigger, you've automatically lost. Now, as far as saying that, yes, it's a terrible thing, it's an insane thing to happen, it's pure craziness, it's pure chaos, but I will say this. I can understand why such an event would happen. Why things can happen like that, with that outcome. When words have no meaning. Now, I've been hearing that the guy supposedly said this in a town hall meeting or something when he was talking to the congresswoman and she didn't answer him or didn't understand his question. And let me say, I can understand what the guy was saying, okay? And what he's talking about is, in the Constitution, it says the government shouldn't have any other currency than gold or silver, right? And obviously, we don't do that. We don't adhere to these things that we say, this is the way it is, and it's written down, and we're supposed to do things this way. And it's such hypocrisy. You know, what is the purpose of government if words have no meaning? Because government cannot be how it is as it stands today. It cannot be the people shouting on one side, hey government, we're giving you all this tax money, we want you to do this, 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 and this, because it will help the people. And you can't have the people and the government, on the other hand, saying no. Just straight out no. There is no real debates in this country. There is no real honest debates. What you have is two political parties, both on the same team. They'll play this song and dance for everybody in the public to pretend that they're real enemies, you know, and they really don't get along. But the fact of the matter is they both work for the same corporation. It's a monopoly. They both play both ends of the spectrum. It's a divide and conquer strategy, and it works. Okay, because if you cover both spectrums, hey, you're covered. Your ass is covered. So there is no real debate. There is no honest discussion. So yes, things like this will happen because there will be individuals and groups of people that will say, hey, violence is the only thing that these motherfuckers comprehend. And that is the people's last outlet. And that is what the Second Amendment is there for. And, you know, I listened to a lot of the people in the government after this shooting, and the first thing that they're doing is focusing on the magazine clip size. Oh, he shouldn't be able to go into, one person shouldn't be able to go and kill 30 people. Okay, so their solution to the problem is to, you know, limit the clip size. But that is not the underlying factor that caused this tragedy to happen. It's because of stupid solutions like that. That stupid, you know, patchovers, where they say that's the problem. The clip size is the problem. Obviously, if he won't be able to shoot that many people, then this problem would have never happened, right? It's not the case. That is not the underlying problem. What you have to go and figure out, what would be the incentive for somebody to go and shoot people like this. You have to find out what the underlying issue is. If the government had its way, we'd all be firing gunpowder muskets, one shot. And they would be happy. Maybe they could only get one shot off before they would kill you and silence you. But the bottom line is, it's not how many bullets you have or how many guns you have or if the gun's an automatic rifle or anything. It's the underlying issues. Because if you fix the underlying issues, guess what? Everybody can have guns. But they won't have a reason to shoot each other. And the government is such hypocrites on this issue. Because think about this for a second. How many people are killed and shot in America, in the United States every damn day? Every damn day. And do they treat those as some kind of national tragedy and put the flags at half staff? No. They only give a shit if it's somebody that they consider to be important. A congressperson, somebody of the government. Because all the other peasants, all the other people, they don't really fucking matter. Screw them. They're a dime a dozen. Let them get shot. It doesn't matter. And the only reason why these fuckers in government really kind of give a shit about their own getting shot is because they're thinking in the back of the head, maybe I'm fucking next. And it's hypocrisy. They'll claim that, oh, this is senseless and it's terrorism and it's one person going and killing innocent bystanders to get a political, some kind of political outcome. But to be honest, that's what every government and what every war has ever been about in the history of mankind. You know? And these fucking assholes in government claiming that this is terrorism and that it's insanity to kill all these innocent people. At the same time, they'll authorize a Predator drone to fucking take out a wedding over in Pakistan because there might be a terrorist somewhere in the wedding crowd. You know, it's hypocrisy. These same people claiming that it's the gun magazine, how many bullets you can carry in your gun. That's the problem. At the same time, they'll be authorizing nuclear weapons to be a new tactical nuclear weapon to be built and transported through the streets of America while its citizens sleep at night. Government cannot just take the stance of no. We have formed a nice, cozy status quo for the corporations and government alike, and we don't care about the people that we are supposed to serve. It's hypocrisy. And what is the point of government? Is the point of government to tell us, no, we can't have queers in the military, or these people don't deserve houses, or these people don't deserve to cross this the border? Is that is the purpose of government to tell us who is worthy and who isn't worthy? And if you're not in the government, then you're not worthy. If you're not with us, you're against us. And this is, I say, the days of government and countries and corporations, their days are numbered. Okay? Because how much more of this do we want? It's not going to change if the government continues to say no. Then guess what? The people are going to feel like they don't have any other outlet when you take their discourse and their debate and turn it into a sham. I mean, just take the whole healthcare debate, for example. This debate over healthcare started a long time ago, and it's made no progress whatsoever. The people were convinced. They were like, this is a deep problem. Maybe if we get this young senator from Illinois to become the president. He'll be the first African American president, and just maybe we'll get some progress on this. You know, it had to take a supermajority in the fucking in the Senate and the Congress and everything. And then you had to get this Obama president to make any. We gotta have him to make any sort of progress on the healthcare issue. And then we have these debates and debates and debates that drag out for years and for months. And then they finally get this watered down bullshit about healthcare. And then a few more months go by, and then they'll say, fuck it. We'll just scrap it. Scrap that whole debate. Why ever even have that debate? And it just goes to show you that the system is fucking broken. It is utterly, completely broken, dysfunctional, does not work, does not represent anything. It should be abolished. The government should be abolished. Because the bottom line is they are not representing the people. It doesn't work. They don't represent the people one goddamn bit. They've got this very cozy relationship with the banks and the corporations, and they'll do everything. They're only following one rule, and that one rule is to keep the government in power and to build up more and more power for itself and fuck the people. They can give a shit less about the people. They can give a shit less about the people. And like I say, this is a tragedy that happened in Arizona, and it's insanity, but I can understand why it would happen. And it'll happen more. It will happen again and again until the government actually has a debate, honest debate, and actually represents its people. Because you can tell that it's not representing its people. This whole fucking drug war is a sham. And you find out that the people that are supposedly fighting the drug war are on the inside, pulling the profits, pulling the most profits. It doesn't take a majority. It shouldn't take a majority of the people, you know, to give the individual their own self-liberty, to live their life as they see fit. And as it stands today, the words do have no meaning. You know, we got tons of things in the Congress and the Constitution that say we're supposed to do this, we're supposed to do that, and we're not supposed to do this. And you can look at our society on a day-to-day basis and see that we're not obeying any of those things. We're not obeying any of those fucking things. And so, the days of government, days of politicians, the days of the talking heads on the media, their days are numbered. Their days are numbered. And they're gonna do it to themselves. They're gonna shoot themselves in the foot. So, the bottom line of this, it's not the guns issue that has anything to do with it. It doesn't have anything to do with this, how many bullets the person can put in the gun. It has everything to do with the politicians, the banks, the corporations. No real honest debates, you know. And even if you prove beyond a doubt that this is what the people want, oh, they'll find a reason why not to do it. And so the politicians, hey, this blood is on your hands.